Invicta FC 34 has a main event with the highest stakes. Not only for the division, as flyweight gets a new champion, but it will be a career-defining night for either Vanessa Porto or Pearl Gonzalez. In mixed martial arts, opportunity is everything. You can be the best fighter in the world, but if you're not allowed the opportunity to fight for the top prize, your career just won't amount to much. For Vanessa Porto, she has been a perennial contender. She's one of the best flyweights that mixed martial arts has ever seen. However, history books rarely reflect opportunity. It's what you do with that opportunity that leaves a legacy. After you fought for the title twice, you never know if you're going to get a third opportunity. In her fight against Milana Dudaeva, Vanessa Porto had to dig down deep. There was a sequence where Dudaeva grabbed the fence, got on top, and really made Vanessa Porto pay. She bit down on her mouthpiece, she was defensive, and she got out of danger. And when it was her turn to return the favor, get her offense going, Milana Dudaeva wasn't able to get to that same level that Vanessa Porto was defensively. Porto hurt Dudaeva to the body and didn't quit. After getting her hand raised against Milana Dudaeva in pretty dramatic fashion, she came back and steamrolled Mariana Moraes. For the Brazilian Porto, the time is now. She's 34 years old. She has nearly 30 fights under her belt. And a showdown with Pearl Gonzalez truly is the biggest fight of her career. On February 15th, she will get that opportunity. While Vanessa Porto simply is one of the best contenders the sport has ever seen at 125 pounds. However, if Vanessa Porto wants her legacy to be lined with championship gold, this may be the final opportunity. At 32 years old, Pearl Gonzalez has been a fighter her entire life. Growing up in Chicago, Pearl talks about how she watched friends die, get shot. She's watched her family deal with addiction. And when you're surrounded by situations like this, it's hard not to get caught up in it yourself. She fought against that. Pearl Gonzalez found mixed martial arts and martial arts as a way to kind of break the mold. Her father pushed her to MMA and she made the most of it.
To compete to be the best, and through wanting to be the best in mixed martial arts, I have worked on myself. I've had to find new ways to fix personal things in my life. In all aspects of my life, I've had to grow and get better to be a better fighter and a better athlete.
We talk about opportunity in mixed martial arts, and when opportunity knocks, you need to seize the moment. For Pearl Gonzalez, that opportunity knocked and she found herself under the sport's brightest lights. And while opportunity presents itself and you have to seize the moment, sometimes that opportunity is a little bit too much too soon. And I don't know if that was necessarily the case with Pearl Gonzalez in fighting in the UFC, but it didn't go the way that she had wanted it to. And that sometimes can break a fighter. Pearl Gonzalez talks about the fact that she didn't know what she was going to do after leaving the UFC.
I was at a point in my life where I was ready to hang up the gloves, ready to move on to something else. And then to come to Invicta, to fight for an organization that has taken such great care of me, to relight my spark with the gym that I'm at, with my team, and really be like the best version of myself that I have yet to be, is huge for me. And so to be the champion, to hold this belt, to have this belt wrapped around my waist, is literally my lifelong work.
In March of 2018, she makes her debut against the previously undefeated Callie Robbins, and she makes a statement. After the win in March, she has a quick turnaround, comes back in May, fights Barbara Osceola in a weight class that we hadn't seen her in Invicta. We saw her in a different vein altogether show off her submission skills against Osceola and getting submission. Shortly after the Osceola fight, Pearl's life got a little bit more difficult. Her father was going through some health issues and ultimately passed away. This is where Pearl again displays her heart, the heart of a fighter. It's very hard to lose a parent, especially one that had the impact on her like her father did. Her father pushed her to martial arts and mixed martial arts competition. And as he breathed his final breaths of life, Pearl Gonzalez made a promise to her father. That promise was that she was going to become a world champion. Vanessa Porto is the most difficult challenge that Pearl Gonzalez has ever faced in mixed martial arts. Vanessa Porto has 3 times more experience inside the cage than Pearl Gonzalez. And while Pearl Gonzalez has basked in the glow of the sport's brightest lights inside the Ultimate Fighting Championship, Vanessa Porto is no stranger to the main event spotlight. At Invicta FC 34, the flyweight title is on the line. Whoever gets their hand raised will take this division into the future. But in a lot of ways, this fight and the result is much bigger than that. A win on February 15th for Vanessa Porto will not only crown her the Invicta FC flyweight champion, it will certify that she is one of the sport's best at 125 pounds. A Pearl Gonzalez victory on February 15th will mean much more than a championship win in mixed martial arts. It'll be the crowning achievement of her life. Vanessa Porto versus Pearl Gonzalez. The winner will become the new Invicta FC flyweight champion. It'll not only be a career-defining night for the winner, but one that says a lot about their entire life's work. I cannot think of a better way to kick off 2019.